Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Aquarius, December 2020, mid-month. All right, let's see what we're feeling. Aquarius. Oh, I think those two want to come out. We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups. That one flipped. And we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, let's pull out some more cards. Maybe two women at odds. Maybe somebody feeling confused. Let's see, more cards, please, for Aquarius. Ooh, okay. Those wanted to get stuck, but it was a big stack of them. So, Death card. And a few more cards, please, for Aquarius. Boy, these cards are a little sticky today. We have the Tower, Page of Pentacles. Somebody just seems stressed, really overwhelmed by the energy. Like, maybe you're like fighting yourself, or you're fighting with somebody else. We have, okay, wait, that was like that, right? Well, doesn't matter the order. So we have the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands. Oh, that card really wanted to stick. I'm taking it. Okay, so let's see. We got a lot of energy here going on. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So it just seems like, and then we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like somebody is at odds with somebody else. So this could be two people having, like, are fighting. Like, they're not agreeing on a situation, on a relationship. And this could also be yourself fighting yourself. Feeling one way one day and then feeling another way the next. And it could be that you're just feeling overwhelmed by all the energy that's happening right now. It's really a really tough time. We see the Death card on the next one and the Tower. What an explosion, right? What a scary, very intimidating two cards. If you notice the Tower's in the center, that would be you and your energy. So you're feeling like things are just not anywhere. You're not happy with the way things are, or you're in fear of something that's going to happen, and maybe it hasn't even happened yet. The Death card talks about the ending of a way of being and living. And the Tower is that big shakeup that you feel. But what's interesting is after that, things calm down. You have the Page of Pentacles talking about the rebirth of something new in your life. And it's like the Tower is your energy, and it's como estás como descontrolada. I'm talking in Spanish. I feel like you're not comfortable, you're not grounded, and it's affecting like the way you make your judgments and your choices and decisions. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, I just want to keep reading more if I see more, guys, and then I'll go to the next row. If this is two people that are having a difference, it's like there's different reasons for it, right? And it's almost like you care about each other, but you can't see eye to eye for these two energies that are having the difference. They can't seem to come together. So it's almost like you want to end the relationship, whatever this relationship is. You want to end it, and you're even afraid of ending it yourself. Perhaps there was already a fight or a fight that's coming, and there's fear of ending a relationship. But even, it's almost like you know that if you even have this misunderstanding, this big fight, this big scary moment, it's like you even know that if that were to happen, it's like the right thing, or it's almost like, not the right thing, but it's almost like what was to be expected to make a change, a big change in your life. Sometimes things have to erupt in order to start fresh and new. If it doesn't erupt sometimes, there's no real ending sometimes. Sometimes you literally need the death and the end of something to be able to start over. An example would be, let's say there's two people, right? Male and female, let's just say that. And it's a toxic relationship. Really bad, really bad. Let's say there's poor habits and hurt for everybody here. Okay, and it's continuous and continuous, and year after year and month after month and so forth. Well, the only way to remove yourself from that is the end, right? The death of a relationship, the ending of it. Perhaps even the disruption, something even chaotic and ugly-like looking, that needs to happen in order to begin fresh, so you don't return to something that's hostile, unhealthy, dangerous, and really just a painful situation, right? So that's an example of when you would see a death card and a tower card together. So that was the middle, right? I just wanted to pull, I'm talking because that's why we have the death card. We had the tower in the center, which was you. I don't know if I showed these cards. And then we have the last card, which is the pentacle, which is the beginning and the blooming again of something new. Again, it's like a rebirth, a regrowth, a new start to something that wasn't working for you. That's what I'm seeing, Aquarius. So maybe this is about ending relationships. So I'm trying to move it around so you understand, so it fits different Aquarius people. But maybe this is about ending relationships that you know are unhealthy for you. You know? Maybe you have to look at what's blocking you, what's toxic around you, that blocks you from feeling loved and respected. And maybe these two energies represent how you feel at odds, or how you feel not respected, undervalued, ignored. All these feelings are forgotten, you know, whatever. Maybe this is about you understanding that you need to take action. Maybe you've been allowing others to affect you and harm you, and this is about you saying no more and the end of it. So this could be about a specific relationship. This could be also about the groupings around you and the energy around you, and how there might need to be an end to something that's not helping you out. I don't know who it is. It could be people that you just know that aren't good for you. And the only way to change everything is just to end it, and to just, if that even causes some type of a disruption sometimes, Sometimes it just needs to be done. It's not something that we necessarily find joy in. It's just sometimes we have to end things. I feel like the Tower is your soul speaking about wanting change also, looking for some new energy to erupt. And I feel like you're looking for something that fuels you. And I think the beginning of in December, right? You'll have a new beginning that'll show some promise. Now, we're going to go to the next row. We have the Five of Swords. And this is you defending yourself, as we spoke again about protecting what you value, which would be yourself. Maybe it's valuing your job. Maybe it's valuing your values, and having to kind of fight off those that want to just not sending you healthy vibes. People that are just not happy unless they're tearing down other souls. They find joy in disruption. How about that? And that's not you. I don't think this is you. Now, if it's you who's feeling miserable, unhappy, torn down, you have to look at what is affecting you around you. Maybe you're looking for new life and you don't know how to do it. Therefore, something might erupt which will cause that change for you. Sometimes things that look really bad are actually a turn for the good. I know I have experienced it myself. And when you're going through something that's not pretty, or just doesn't, something fluke happens and it's not good, you're thinking, oh my God, we go into panic and in fear. But in reality, there is path and rainbow at the end. And it's almost like a path of stones that you're supposed to kind of follow. And it helps and leads you into a new energy. So either these people here are affecting you and harming you, and you're having to cut these people off, or you yourself are not happy with the way things are going, and you're fighting yourself with this maybe like depression and unhappiness. And so you have to pull yourself out of that and find something that will fuel you, that will give you energy. And if it's card readings and listening to card readers, if that gives you energy and ideas, do that. If it means talking to an elder or like even a therapist, there's so many people on video now. There's so many apps to chill you out and calm you. You can be heard and you can be respected and you can be honored. And I think this card shows like that energy of wanting something new and wanting real change. With this virus that's going around, this is very normal. I mean, when I talk to people, they've had it. They're done. They want the death of this. They want the end of it. They want the Tower. They want everything to just suddenly change, this drastic thing to change. They're at odds with people. I'm seeing these two cards. They're at odds with people. They're at odds with the government. They want endings in the death of this virus. They want drastic change. All these cards I see is what's happening today. So it would not be weird or odd that you feel this way too. It's like a fog, a heaviness and a fog that's affecting every being out there. And it could be that it's just affecting you in December. I'm not even hating the holidays because like Christmas and things like this, holidays, that's a different type of reading. This is about the day-to-day and life and the reality. So I'm going to go to the next one, but I do see that there is something here that's going to shift. It's going to erupt. And when that eruption happens, it's going to change the way you are now. It's going to change the way you feel. It's going to change how you live. It's going to change your money. It's going to change something because it's going to be a big change. Now, the third row, Five of Swords, protecting what you have and own. right? And the next card, I'm just going to go so we can kind of keep reading. We have the Four of Wands. Maybe this is about protection of your family and your health and happiness, right? Your relationships, the things that you do value, right? That's a beautiful card. The last card is the Empress card. And again, that talks about the beginning and the growth of something new that wants to, if you will, birth. There could even be potential for a child here being born, and that could be the Tower. That could be a major shakeup for Aquarius, right? So that's another perfect example. That's not going to be for everyone, but that's a perfect example of what I'm saying. Something like that changes everything. The whole game changes, the board changes, the players change, the priorities change. It's something like that. Something shifts and changes. Something happens and it kind of shakes the whole situation, your situation up, but it actually allows for happiness. It actually allows for bonding. We see the Queen of Cups, the Tower, and the Four of Wands right here in the middle. And that kind of to me centers you. Those cards are very good cards. The Tower, excuse me, the two top cards are good cards. The Tower being in between them when you read them up and down tells me that the change is a good change for you. And it's I feel like it's about time, or it's about due. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm thinking it was due to happen for you. Um, I feel that you are maybe bringing something. It's funny because we talk about the fighting and the separation, the ending, and all of this. Then I see something birthing and starting up again new, which flows. I mean, we see this Page of Pentacles is not a very powerful card, but after the read I'm talking about, it becomes a powerful card because the card beside it was opposite. It was very heavy, right? The disruption. But in this read, this is the beginning and the start of something that will grow, and it will help you. So you want that. You want that. And the next card you have is the Five of Swords. It talks about you maybe defending your family, maybe your honor, maybe your family's honor, you know? Something like this, right? And it's like protection. And it's like the defender of your family. Maybe you're asked to step up in a way that you had not known to do, right? Maybe you were, okay, I'm reading all these cards, sorry. So I'm just going to go into different situations. Maybe you were at odds with somebody. Let's say, for example, a family member. Let's just say you were at odds about different situations that you love, and something happens that shifts everything and changes the direction of how your family dynamics works. And that could be a scare, that could be a financial situation erupting. It could be even the death of a person, for example, that you hear of. And it changes the energy and the perspective of your life. So these are examples and ways of reading these cards. From the fear and the change, something new can birth. From the eruption and the change, there will be a shift, and it'll go in a different direction. I believe this is also about protecting your family honor. I don't know how that sounds, but I kind of keep feeling that. I'm feeling that this is about protecting your family. Like, I keep hearing, like, I don't know why, maybe because I was reading something else, but like the family crest, or the family honor, the family name. And it's about you stepping up and possibly being the person that leads this crusade, or leads the change, or becomes the person that helps protect, and take care of family, and possibly a new life, birthing. That's what I'm seeing here. And I do feel it's about marriage or family, children, loved ones. I feel like it's something to do like this. And I feel like people are at odds possibly about it. But I also see the fact that you could be in a mode of stress and you're not happy with the way things are maybe in your life. And you're asking for this change because you're unhappy. And you get the change. Like, things have to end in order to begin a new way. And that might be removing toxic behaviors and toxic people. And I feel like your energy is ready to erupt and wants something different. This isn't for everybody, but the Tower card tells me that people are looking for something drastic to change. Maybe the heaviness of what is happening all around us is affecting our mood and our day-to-day. And we don't know how to work with it because we're kind of kept in our homes and kind of trapped for a lot of people. I mean, yes, we venture out. Yes, if it doesn't matter if you're in another country, but it's what's happening today is so strong and so powerful that it does affect the world. And you see it on the news, and you see and hear the negativity and the sadness. And so that could be also affecting your energy. Let's see. I see, though, that at the end, whatever it is that you strive for, you fight for, that you fend for, it pays off. What it does is it's almost like it brings this almost happy ending feeling. Because you have the Four of Wands, right? That's the bonding of people gathering together, of a happy home, a stability, and love. And then your last card was the Empress card. And the Empress is about the nurturing and the care. It's almost like, if you look at it, the Four of Wands is in the center of this row. And then you have the Five of Swords fighting off whatever's around, right? Your family's in the center. And then you have the mother figure. So it's almost like you have the man, if you want to call it that way, and the woman right here. And it's almost like you're fighting for your family. You're fighting for stability and the peace of mind. So something happens that really kind of shakes things up. And this could even be, as an example, that's sometimes we don't want to take this all the way to the extreme, but we could say something like this, just as another example of things happening. Could be at a Christmas gathering. Somebody gets into it, right? The drink takes over. People get into it. There's a fight. And they say they're not going to speak to each other anymore. There you go. There's the fight. Somebody insults the other person. That's the end of the relationship, right? The death. Nobody wants to talk about it no more. It's over. The Tower, that's the shakeup, the big fight. You know, it could be like the ending of talking to people and the fight. And so now people are like, okay, I'm not going to talk to them no more. Now I'm free to do what I want to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And that would be the Page of Pentacles, like saying, like, I didn't need them. I could do it all on my own. I never needed to talk and share my feelings with that person like I used to before. They weren't helpful anyways. It could be as not silly or simple, but it could be as easy as something like this that could occur. And it's just an example. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm trying to explain the scenarios, because there's so many scenarios that could be moving around with this card reading. Ultimately, I do feel that at the end, no matter what, the last three cards tell me that there are two people here, if not one, well, two or one, that are fighting to keep a family unit together, to keep the peace and the love, just the love and the bond of a family together. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And that family could be your parents, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles. This could be even, honestly, this could even be the friendship, because that's a family too. People have work families, they have friendship families. I know because I have them myself. And I love those families. And I value them very much, like my own family. So very much this could be about you fighting for that family. Now, the Four of Wands tells me there's love here. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. There is a few cups in this, but the Four of Wands and the Empress shows me that there is affection here. And there is love kind of like sprinkled in areas. Like up here and down here, there is some sprinkle of love. Could this be a couple? This could be talking about a couple breaking up, ending it being traumatic, and even the unification of them coming back together to form a family, to create something. Maybe there's a breakup and a shakeup, and maybe these people reunite and decide to get together. Perhaps there's another person here involved affecting a relationship. There's the end of a relationship, the shakeup of the relationship, and the birth of a new relationship, maybe with somebody new coming into life. Because that could be the read here too. So there's a few things going on in this card read, and I try to show examples and different ways to see this read, because there's so many people out there, and there's different things happening out there for each one of us. And so not one read is going to work for everybody. So sometimes if I see a few scenarios, I like to put them out there so that one can understand that many things are happening to Aquarians everywhere. And you could even have a few of these snippets. You could be having a beef with somebody. You could be confused about somebody. Sorry, I'm trying to show you the cards. You could be confused about your love life. I mean, I could break these down. I could just chop this reading up. These could be about you being confused about things in your life and your love life. You could be at odds with another person or yourself, right? The Death card and the Tower you already know. So we talked about the middle. I think those are pretty simple. And then down here, I spoke about even the swords, the Five of Swords, and about the fight with the family, fighting for them. But it could be that perhaps somebody's stepping in to try to disrupt your family. But I don't think so, just because after this, I don't feel it. I mean, if there's a disruption from somebody, towards the end of this reading, I feel like it's somebody coming in to help at the end, to protect this family, to love this family, to unite this family. Yeah, this warrior just doesn't seem down here like they want to hurt or harm. I feel like this warrior, this person down here, wants to keep something together and keep it intact and keep it in whole, even after big changes and shifts that are happening and happening today out there on the planet. So again, this is about also maybe looking at the things that are toxic that need to be put to an end. And it could be about also putting things to an end before they disrupt and erupt. But I do think something's going to come in and shake things up. But it's going to allow for a change. I'm hearing a change of venue. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's like it's going to shift things in a different direction for you, Aquarius. And it's going to allow for two people to come together to kind of bring a family together or a couple together. It's kind of like, yeah, I just feel like the protection of a couple or a family. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. Okay. Let's see. What else do we see? I think that's kind of it. I mean, like, I feel like, okay, I know the death card in the tower is really scary having them together, but and I'm bringing this up because I know people get freaked out about it, but I don't. I guess because I've been through all this, so to me it's like, well, for me it's always, at first it didn't look good, but then later on it showed up in so many new ways, and it allowed me to grow as a healer and as an adult and as a human being. It brought me to a higher consciousness, and it helped me level up because I had that experience. And it's the way you handle things that shake you up. That's what helps you to move forward and advance in life. And I'm talking about everything in life. I'm talking about the day-to-day, your work, your family, your spirituality, all of that. And what kind of person do you want to be, Aquarius? How do you want to be looked at? And I think that this shakeup is something that you are actually asking for. I don't think subconsciously, right? I think it's here in your soul and you're asking for change. And I think that you're going to get it. And I think it's going to show you who's with you, like your family or your kids, friends stepping up to help you. You're going to know those that are supporting you. And the change and disruption can be good. That's what I'm feeling. All right. Well, I'm Feel the Soul, and this was your reading for December, mid-month 2020. Real quick, I did not understand that if you like these videos, it helps to move the videos along. I had no idea. So if you like this video, please help me out and like it or subscribe. And I'm Feel the Soul, and I'm thankful to be here, and I hope to see you in the new year. Have happy holidays, and let's see what's in the future, right? Let's see what's in the future. Okay, God bless, and bye-bye.